So what is Open Video?
The Open Video Project is an ongoing effort to develop an open-source digital video repository that can be used by researchers, students, and the public.
And what is the goal of this digital library?
Our primary goals are to create and study an open-source repository of digital video and use the repository as a testbed for our video browsing interface research. We aim to provide people with agile interfaces that allow them to manage multiple levels of granularity as they search and browse video.
What?
Once someone has identified a set of potentially relevant video segments, it is crucial to provide them with rapidly digestible information to make decisions about looking at more detailed surrogates or downloading the full segment. We are designing and testing 3 types of surrogates that provide quick previews for segments: storyboards, slideshows, and fast forwards.
Anything else?
The idea behind Open Video was to create an open repository of files. Now, it was very clear early on that I didn't want these to be streams. In the early days, even before real media came around, the notion was that people should be able to reuse this stuff, to take it, edit it, reuse it, and in a sense take ownership of it. So that's actually been a key underpinning of Open Video right from the get-go.
Where are you guys? Open Video is run in the Interaction Design Lab in the School of Information and Library Science at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. How much stuff do you have?
There's about 4,000 video segments. That doesn't mean they're unique titles, because if we take say an hour-long video, we'll usually segment it into 5-minute or 15-minute kinds of segments, and then you'll get a whole video, and let's say there are 4 15-minute segments. That would count as 5 segments. So it'd be 5 objects there, and so it's not 4,000 really unique titles. It's been pretty steady over the last 3 or 4 years. For a couple of years, we were about 40,000 unique visitors a month. It's probably dropped off a little bit now. We're in the 30,000s just regularly. Millions of hits, but that sort of doesn't mean so much.
As you can see, Open Video lists pretty standard metadata like format, year, genre, and then it also has other parts like amount of motion that are specific to video. The videos are organized by genre, duration, color, sound, and then by collection. Here's a look at a detailed search. As you can see, there are genre, duration, format, color, sound, and language search fields, also a creation date. And there are also fields to search by. You can search by title, description, keywords, and a transcript search. What about funding?
It took us a year and a half or 2 to actually get a grant from the National Science Foundation to do the development work, but we were already sort of doing it slowly anyway. And so that ran for a 3-year period, 4-year period. And over time, we also had funding from NASA that supported Rob Brown as a fellow for a couple of years. We had an IBM faculty research grant 2 years ago. We got some a very small amount of money out of Google, $50,000. With a lot of effort. And that sort of led eventually to the YouTube UNC channel. So it's been kind of a kludge of keeping this thing supported and going. A lot of different partners along the way. Back in the early days, there was something called the I2DSI initiative, which was you could pre-grid a high performance distributed storage network. And so they hosted a lot of the video because they were looking for content, and so we were kind of a natural partner. iBiblio, of course, has been involved all the way along. Carnegie Mellon, University of Maryland, National Student Standards runs the TREC conferences, and so we provided video for them in the early days of the TREC Video initiative. Internet Archive, NASA and ACM were recent partners a couple of years ago, and so there's been this whole kind of kludge of different people we've worked with.
Overall, OpenVideo is pretty easy to use, and it's got a really clean design, and it's easy to browse. And that's about it.